My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miĺler here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Look, couldn't I just pay you instead?
I'd say you're a fucking ungrateful pup. But if you think you got money to throw around, so be it. You'll pay me the costs, and for a whole fortnight of my valuable time.
I don't have that much.
Then come back when you have. Debts must be paid, or you can still wipe the slate by doing that little job for me.
Tell me about it.
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miĺler, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? There's nothing sacred to you.
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. God be with you.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
A good day to you. What do you need?
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict, but just. Thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Ratzig, so you don't see no one attacking us.
What's life like in Rattay?
Well, life's good here. Even better if them damn refugees would only vanish.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Pah, don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wives' tales, but I heard truly terrible things. May the Lord watch over you.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Ratzig Kabiller of Dvoyitz.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Ratzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Ratzig isn't pleased.
Hal! What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Ratzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later. I see you survived.
Aren't you observant?
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead. So get out of here.
You can't avoid this forever, you know.
Of course I can.
You bastard!
God be with you, good sir. Good luck to you.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Are we agreed?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Agree?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Fresh bread. Come and get it.
For the kids and all my fine wares will brighten your every day.
Good day to you. Take care now.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Satisfied?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
My last offer.
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Come right up.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your field dry fallow? Here's a hoe.
Be merciful. Good day to you. What do you need?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king. And our lord sides with Wenceslas. Farewell.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go. God bless.
What am I to do, good folk? Skalitz lies in ruins.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folk say it was an account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Be merciful.
God bless.
What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund's home.
God be with you.
I noticed some of the Skalit's men look like they've been in the wars.
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as
I
always.
could die of shame, to be reduced to begging.
Take care
What
now.
am I to do, good folk? Skalit's lies in ruin.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
To be honest, I'm still not really feeling myself.
Oh, get on with you. You have a good, strong frame that can take a beating, so be a man.
About that debt. Here you are.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honour. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Ushitz. He could teach you.
What's life like in Rattay?
Life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape and slaughter, or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
Great, fresh from the oven. Come get 'em.
My respects to you.
Are you the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalit's refugee, and I'd like to try my luck against you.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver. Got it?
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs, loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
All right, let's fight then, if you think you can take me.
Hold your horses, laddie. First you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for me by beating two other regular brawlers, Stephen and a fellow they call Ringlet. May the Lord watch over you.
Are you the brawler?
What's it to you?
I'm a Scalit's thrift.
Hang on, I know.
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others. All they've got to wager is their labour, but you've got coin.
Farewell.
Scalit's good folk. You all know what happened there. Help you. God be with you.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs. Bastard. But what can we do? Farewell.
A good day to you. What do you need?
You're Stephen, aren't you? Milan tells me he won't fight me until I beat you.
Oh, yeah? And why would you want to? Well, never mind. I'll fight you if you pay me. What do you say? May the Lord watch you.
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a convict, and this convict, was a family man. He left 3 young children, and I thought it might ease their hearts if I gave them the ring their father had on him in his final hour. I'm sure you wouldn't bury him with such a valuable thing.
Children, you say? You're right, I do have the ring. But actually, it's a worthless bauble. You can have it for a few groschen.
It's a deal.
Here it is.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
Good day to you.
Farewell.
Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you'll be fucked and you'll have to start all over again. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be heard in Kunesh. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once. You're a dab hand, Hal. We'll make something out of you yet. Remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real locks, you have to watch out. Quite a few more times.
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Wojciech, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
Stolen goods? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not a thief. Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is, and now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is, a loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Can you tell me...
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all.
Take care now.
Come here, you fucker! I'll push your gob for you!
I'm going to enjoy this. I'll slaughter you.
Dopperdelle!
God be with you.
Miĺler Peshek from Rattay sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the mill. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you. God be with you.
stop and have a word with me? It would help me greatly.
What is it then?
It's about...
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's get to it.
I'm not in the habit of fighting to the death with fellows I meet by chance on the road. Tell me first what this is all about.
What's happening is I'm challenging you to a duel. You disgusting man. I spit in your face.
Eager, aren't you? Who are you, anyway?
I am Sir Oldbrum of Lossing.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Oldbrum. So, what are you after?
My mother sent me out to get some experience. She's obsessed with tales of chivalrous knights. In short, she sent me off looking for some virgin to save, and to win glory in combat. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at it.
That's a damn foolish idea. You ought to go home.
I'd love to. But what shall I tell Mama?
Tell her to forget about her Tristans and Amadises and leave you alone. Not only will you have peace, but no doubt your subjects will take you more seriously too.
That's easier said than done. I'm not sure I have the courage for that.
Well, you have the courage to accost wayfarers and challenge them to duels. Surely you can talk to your mother.
Well, I suppose so. Thank you for your encouraging words.
Glad to be of service, sir.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Have you got a bed for the night?
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
Just the one night?
Sure. But let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price? Satisfied?
You're a right pinch purse. You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it outside. The middle room is yours.
Goodbye.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Satisfied?
That's not enough. All right, so. I'll bring it right away.
Bring me something to eat.